Cancer, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts. How are you guys? So if you've been drawn to this reading, let's go ahead and take a look and see what your person's biggest regret is. And for the second part, their favorite memory of your time together. So I'll be time-stamping these down below to give you the opportunity to watch whichever section you want. But of course, you're more than welcome to watch the whole thing if you like. So let's take a look and see what it is that you need to know. General advice, as always, guys, only take the parts of it that make sense for you and release the rest. All right, Cancer. Your person's biggest regret when it comes to you and the connection. Let's see. Some of you guys might be involved with a Gemini here. Okay, let me grab one more here from a different deck. For Cancer. So Gemini, very passionate lover, fun, adventurous partner, popular, and sociable, good sense of humor, indescribable charm. Okay, so for those of you involved with a Gemini, maybe that makes sense for you. Branded. Ooh, once a cheater, always a cheater. Okay, guys. I mean, this is very specific. Obviously, not every Cancer tuning in is going to be involved with a Gemini. But you could be dealing with somebody who cheated on you. You know, I kind of am feeling for some of you guys that regardless of this person's history, you guys still ended up getting together. But I am feeling trust issues here. I feel like grabbing one more from this deck for Cancer. So if you're dealing with somebody who cheated on you, and we are focusing on their biggest regret, their regret is more than likely having something to do with trust issues, infidelity, loyalty. Oh, geez. Strictly business, professional cheater. That's what's coming through, guys. So if you relate to this message, something happened here. Okay. Let's clarify with some tarot. So some of you guys might not even relate to this situation of somebody cheating on you, or even the Gemini reference. Let's see. We've got the moon. This is interesting. Some of you could be dealing with Pisces. And Cancer, you could have Gemini and Pisces in your chart as well. So this has something to do with deceptive behavior. What is up with that? They definitely created some situations here, Cancer, where you either had your suspicions or you saw some red flags. You might have ignored those red flags as well. High Priestess. So my feminines, you again could have been dealing with a Gemini or even a Pisces, but I'm feeling for some of my feminines, maybe you ignored your intuition. You know, you perhaps saw or felt those red flags when it comes to this person, but you might have ignored it and went for it anyway. What is up with that? Hangman. We're getting Pisces coming through again, guys. Queen of Swords. Ooh. Three of Swords. Love triangle. Cheater, cheater, cheater. Cheater. Five of Swords. Conflict. Competition. Sneakiness. Divine Feminine. Okay. You more than likely broke things off with a masculine here, whether they're Gemini or not. Again, could be Pisces as well. I mean, you have your guard up. We do see the heartbreak right here. We've got the Devil coming up next, so some of you guys could also be thinking of Capricorn. But I am also feeling, for some of you, that regardless of somebody's history as a cheater, some of you guys still ended up with this person. And there's something very magnetic that you find yourself super attracted to this individual. And I'm just feeling an on and off type energy. You know, you're on, you're back off. Like you get back together and you guys break up. Okay, well, we're focusing on their biggest regret. And for me, what I'm seeing here is that they regret cheating on you. They regret breaking your heart. But is it enough for them to stop that pattern? Six of Swords, okay. Followed by the Nine of Swords. I feel that their own actions and behaviors, it's coming back to haunt them. You know, it's almost like this type of behavior is something that they're really wanting to break free from. You know, that might have something to do with this transition that this person wants to go through. And they're just feeling perhaps that, you know, why bother? Like, it's almost like a hopeless type feeling that they have because they're not sure that you could ever forgive them or take them back anyway. But part of the pattern that I'm picking up for some of you is that that's exactly what's happening. You guys are on and off, on and off, on and off, in and out of each other's lives more than once. You know? Leave it behind. Walk away from it. But then you throw in that Devil energy, and I'm kind of feeling like somebody wants to walk away, probably has walked away, but then ends up either taking someone back, walking back to what they walked away from, if that makes sense. Bottom of the deck, we've got the Magician. Gemini, Virgo for some of you. Oh my Lord. Judgment. Even if you guys are broken up right now, Cancer, this person will be back. I have a feeling you guys have gotten back together, broke things off before more than once. And unfortunately, I did a reading for a client of mine who's going through this exact scenario. And if this is your situation, you need to get to a point where you need to put yourself first rather than this person that you feel so pulled towards, because it could ultimately represent a very unhealthy attachment that you have towards this person, or they to you. You know, the obsession, the addictive behavior and attraction, it could be from either side. Or, unfortunately, for some of you, it could be from both sides. And that creates a very unhealthy dynamic in a partnership. So, for those of you, again, who are not together, they'll be back. Are you strong enough, ultimately, to not take them back? Especially if it happens or has happened repeatedly. Because if it continues to happen, then it's not going to be the last time, unfortunately. You know, it's like when you guys are not together, they want to be able to get back together. Once you guys are together, then the same old drama starts happening, and then you guys break things off again. Just be mindful of the patterns. That's what I'm getting here, Cancer. That needs to be broken. That needs to be the transition, that it's really wanting you to sever ties or to end things. You know, don't keep repeating the same pattern, because that's going to just keep you on this never-ending hamster wheel of being happy, being sad, Happy, sad, happy, sad. I would prefer that you get onto a path where you're always happy, rather than giving that power to somebody who doesn't even deserve to have that power when it comes to your own happiness, Cancer. Okay? I don't know. That's what I've got. Okay? So hopefully that relates to somebody, and that you find yourself more empowered by not feeling obligated to take someone back, especially if they don't deserve to come back, you know? If they've hurt you more than once, if they've cheated more than once. You know, I believe it gets to a point, Cancer, where you have to be strong and just ultimately realize that you hold the key, you know, for your own future. So now let's focus on their favorite memory of your time together. Their favorite memory of the two of you. All right, angels and spirit guides, please. Okay, here we go. Favorite memory. Point of view. You've turned my world upside down. You know, this kind of reminds me of a situation where their life was just going along, you know, in a particular way. You come in and their whole world was just kind of turned upside down, as it says. Maybe they didn't even expect things to go in this direction, but it did. I'm kind of feeling more so of a good energy from this, because sometimes that could be a negative. It's like you've turned my world upside down, you know, which can sometimes represent the energy of the hangman. But in this particular instance, Cancer, I'm feeling perhaps a connection where you have affected them so much that nothing is the same. That the same in the sense that, you know, maybe their life before you wasn't so great, and their life with you was just so far improved from how things were for them before you came in. All right, so their favorite memory of you. All right, we've got lust, passion, desire, sexual hunger, and craving. I mean, that speaks for itself. You know, part of their favorite memory of the two of you together has something to do with the intimacy that you guys had shared. But part of the issue could have also been that they focused too much on that and not so much on being the type of partner that you really needed from them. So let's go ahead and clarify with that, and let's see. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Cancer. You know, can they give you more than just the physical connection, you know? All right, well, Divine Feminine, here you are. Maternal influence. Again, take this if it makes sense. You might have gotten yourself mixed up with somebody who may have already had children, may have already had a family, they could have been married, or maybe that pertains to you. You know, life's obligations, it could have been family obligations. Look at that, we've got the Chariot representing Cancer. So I feel when they focus on that favorite memory, again, it's very passionate in nature, okay? And wow, okay. 9 of Cups. This person, I'm kind of ultimately feeling here that they wish to be with you in this way again, if you know what I mean. So it could be one of their fantasies to still be with you romantically, passionately, intimately. But again, it's got to be more than that. But look, here we are with the Lovers. So you guys could have gotten involved with a Gemini here, guys. Gemini lover. Lover is representing Gemini. So a choice was made, certainly when it comes to the physical connection. But a choice could have also been made as far as their commitment. And if their commitment wasn't quite there, that's more than likely because they could have been either lusting after someone else or they wanted variety in their life. And, you know, this could have involved other people. Three of Cups. Yeah, could have been third parties for some. You know, some scenarios, it could have been that you guys started off as friends and then it just turned into lovers. They remember the good times. They remember all the fun times that you guys had. But more than anything, they're really, really super focused on those intimate moments. Yep, look at that romantic lover. They can't seem to get past that. That's what they're mostly focused on. So, you know, if you guys are not together, that is what they're focused on. That's the energy that I'm getting, that it's a very sexually driven fantasy. Look at that, Hangman. The energy of the Hangman, I kind of feel that for that one. So you guys might have decided to spend time apart in order to see if this was worth exploring. You know, can it be more than just the intimacy? They think about this, you know. And maybe the time apart is actually a helpful thing here in order for this person to come to their own realizations that they need to come towards you as a much better version of themselves. Got the Wheel of Fortune coming through. And we've got the Queen of Swords. Very popular card for these readings here. The Queen of Swords representing the feminine. And here's the thing with the Wheel of Fortune coming through, in particular connections here. Maybe yours. I'm ultimately getting that this is not the end. Even though you guys might be at a distance from one another, you are meant to reconnect with this person. And what I'm getting here, especially on behalf of my feminines, if a masculine returns wanting to rekindle the relationship, rekindle the romance, the intimacy, they need to be coming towards you with more than that. Otherwise, as the Queen of Swords, you would end up rejecting this person. You've got your walls up already, I feel, as far as this person wanting to return and communicate with you and wanting to be a part of your life. So I feel, my feminines, you're going to be very meticulous about who it is that you allow back into your life, back into your heart, back into your circle. So they're going to truly have to come towards you correct. Otherwise, you might ultimately reject this person. That's what I'm getting there. Yeah. You know, hopefully avoiding any tower moments, any drama that you guys might have already dealt with. Six of Pentacles. The Judgment. Three of Wands. So we clearly see here that it could be a masculine who's really bringing a very different energy towards the feminine here. But I ultimately am feeling that they will resurface, they will return. You know, we've already seen the Judgment card before. And I like that this is coming through in that way, especially if it's like a renewed understanding that if they don't come towards you with all the effort that they could put into the relationship where you guys are both putting in the work, then, you know, I feel my feminines, you're just ready to let this person know. It's like, you know what? No, it's not going to work. You have to come with everything that you've got, or it's not going to work. You have to have full commitment here, or it's not going to work. So their commitment cannot waver. And I feel the Judgment can certainly represent their desire to come back together, their desire to connect, to talk to you. That does not necessarily mean all feminines will be taking a masculine back, but I feel it's possible for some, you know. You guys have definitely had some challenges in the past, and I feel this person is really wanting to focus on a future that you guys can create together. So it depends, Divine Feminine, on where you're at and what you're willing to contribute to this connection here. But I feel we have a masculine who's really wanting things to move forward. All right, guys, so I will leave that there. If you are interested in your own reading, that info is down below in the description box. And of course, I will link all the decks down below. Thank you so much, guys. I'll see you next time. Take care.